Alright, yo, what's going on, swole bodies? It's Hasten here. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about one of the anime I went over, my top anime fall sequels. That is Seven Deadly Sins, as the title probably says. Before we get into the video, please consider hitting that like button if you are new. I don't know why I did the swole bodies thing again, but please consider hitting the subscribe button if you're new, like if you enjoyed this, and let's get right into the news. Hopefully that's not copyrighted. Probably not. What you need to know about season 4 or 3, depending, I'll get into that. All the news when it comes out, everything like that, season 3 recap. So let's just jump into it. The new season of Seven Deadly Sins is referred to as the 4th because on Netflix they consider the 4 OVA episodes season 2. So that's why people call it season 4, but some people don't consider the 4 OVA episodes an actual season, so that's why they call it season 3. But the new season, regardless, is what we're going to be talking about. So the new season of Seven Deadly Sins is technically season 3, but Netflix labels it season 4, so we're just going to go with that, season 4. Season 3 recap, I'll just going to refresh everything because when I was writing this, I forgot a lot about what happened in season 3. I do know a lot of people have not seen Seven Deadly Sins in a while, so it's also kind of foggy in their memory. So I'll just put a timestamp up of where you can skip to just go to season 4, season 4 details. But first, so the Seven Deadly Sins defeated Hendrickson, this guy, if you don't remember him, but he wasn't quite dead yet. So he carried out the mission he was on and freed the Demon Clan, the 10 Commandments. They then invaded Lyoness and Camelot, which were 2 kingdoms in Britannia, and Seven Deadly Sins. And Meliodas in the season 3 got his power back after he went through the torture of seeing his ex-girlfriend die and getting over those emotions and getting control of them so he won't lose his cool and just blow everything up again. So there's that. Then he went on to completely murk Frodron of the 10 Commandments, but then it was revealed who Meliodas actually was. He was the son of the Demon King and was cursed with immortality. There's only one problem with Meliodas's victory over Frodron, and that was that he actually enjoyed killing him. So he thinks he's gonna go back to his demon form and his old demon mindset and just enjoy killing things, and he's really scared about that. So that's why he was like alone at the end of season 3, because he was just so afraid of actually getting that old mindset back and just oofing everything, just wrecking everything. So the Demon King wants to get Meliodas' emotions, giving him the power to take over the human realm. And of course, we also left off with the reveal of the last deadly sin, the boy himself, Escanor. That boy is just, he's ridiculous. So we aren't sure if this is the last season of the anime, but there are over 110 chapters left, so there's no reason they should fit all of that into just one season. I think there should at least be 2 more seasons, so this one, another one at least. But then again, anime studios sometimes don't make a perfect sense and just cut a lot more than they should out. So it's not confirmed there's going to be another season after this, but there might be and there might not be. Only time will tell. And the anime has a lot of fights and storyline to go through, so it's gonna be hard to fit all that into this last season, not gonna lie. So chapter 310 of the manga announced we will be getting a season 4, and it is going to be released on October 9th, which is tomorrow for when I wrote this, but it's already past that now. But by the time you see this, it will already probably be releasing, but there's a catch. Because if you're waiting for this to come out on Netflix, it won't come out until sometime late spring through early fall of 2020, because Netflix has the rights to it and it's not coming. Netflix doesn't release episode by episode of Seven Deadly Sins, unfortunately, but it's out in Japan right now. It's being released weekly, but not in Netflix. So I'm not sure where you can find it, not on Netflix. Maybe some like legal websites, but you didn't hear that from me. No, don't, just wait it out, because you have to go through all those ads and all that stuff. So just try to stay legal in the anime community and support the creators, because based off of how season 1 took place, it is going to be late spring to early fall, because that's the same time period that season 1 was released in Japan and then it came out on Netflix. So I'm not going to spoil season 4, but I'll just give you a couple of questions and little things to think about. So from like last season, and then that you might have missed or that you were thinking about and then probably forgot about, maybe, I don't know. King Arthur is hiding and the commandments took over his kingdom, Camelot. So is this the fall of the kingdom, or will he come back somehow? What will he do? As Meliodas continues to fight, is he going to revert back to his demon self? Now this is a very important thing to think about, because what if he does? What will he do? Is Elizabeth gonna have to get him back somehow? What's gonna go on with this? We really don't know. I'm not gonna spoil anything, and if you read the manga, do not spoil anything for the anime watchers, please. And last, the 7 deadly sins are scattered across the kingdom. So are they gonna get back together to fight? Because we saw Escanor didn't completely kill. There's a lot of more powerful people left, and nobody's as strong as Escanor. I don't think Meliodas isn't even as strong as Escanor. I remember them saying about that, right? I think so. So the series isn't being simulcasted. Simulcast means any website or streaming service streaming the anime more than 24 hours after the initial Japanese broadcast. So it's Netflix is not going to simulcast it as it's coming out in Japan. It's going to come out in Netflix, like I said earlier. They have the ability, because we've seen Netflix do that with other shows, but for some reason they aren't doing it with 7 Deadly Sins. Maybe because of the contract that they're in, or that Netflix would not be satisfied with their viewers not having an English dub, because there won't be an English dub right away. So maybe they're gonna wait till get all the dub episodes done and then release it on Netflix. So both of those are possibilities, but we don't really know for sure. There are a lot of people who still do prefer dub over sub. I know when I watched 7 Deadly Sins, I was in the dub stage. I only watched dub because it's familiar. English was familiar, but now I only watch sub usually because preference. But a lot of people do still prefer dub, so that might be why they don't or aren't gonna want to upload it right away, like simulcasted. And a few miscellaneous things. Studio Dean is going to animate season 4 instead of A1 Pictures. And the movie, this is off topic, but the movie 7 Deadly Sins Prisoners of the Sky does not fit into the canon of the anime at all. So that's just like a little miscellaneous thing that it doesn't really fit anywhere in. It's just interesting, and I would recommend watching that because it's pretty good. So let me know what you guys are thinking about 7 Deadly Sins. I am so hyped for it. I cannot wait for it to be released on Netflix. I'm not actually too sure. I don't think any other service has it. If they do, let me know, like Hulu or something. I don't think so. But if they do, let me know, let everyone else know down in the comments. But 7 Deadly Sins was one of the anime that actually got me into anime, because I watched Dragon Ball, the first one. A lot of Westerners did. That was their first anime. And I really enjoyed it. I watched it when I was a sophomore, and I was like, you know what? I like this. What are more anime like this? So I literally went to Google and typed in anime like Dragon Ball, and then Parasite came up, Tokyo Ghoul, a bunch of different shonens, and then I watched all those. 7 Deadly Sins came up, and I was like, you know what? I'll give it a try. I watched it on Netflix. She's my ex-girlfriend now, but I got my ex-girlfriend into it, which was the first anime, and Michael is saying fuck her, which I agree.
Fuck the bitches.
Exactly.
I'm coming in the frame.
She hoed me pretty bad.
I'm coming in the frame.
It's alright, it is what it is. Now I can focus on my goals and not have to worry about somebody else.
Fuck the bitches. Stay on your grind.
Stay on the grind. Got the grind on the mind, not no females. But so now I'm gonna go into like my reasons why I like 7 Deadly Sins, and if you haven't seen it, why you should watch it. But I really did enjoy 7 Deadly Sins when I watched it for the first time. Maybe it's because when you're new to anime, everything that you see is just automatically good for you until you get to acquire a taste and all that stuff. I don't know, what did y'all think about 7 Deadly Sins? I know a lot of people don't like it, especially Kyle Kuhn, such way, because he the full counter is ridiculous to him. But I think it's done pretty good. It really, the first season did a really well job at grabbing my attention and made me want to watch more. And then season 2 was OVA. Maybe I was like, oh my god. And then season 3 got released, and I was like, yes. And now we gotta wait for a couple months for season 4. So I thought it was actually gonna be released, because in my sequels video, I saw 7 Deadly Sins coming out, and I was like, Food Wars? 7 Deadly Sins? SAO Alicization? Bet. So I was doing research on it, and then I realized, wait a minute, it's not going to come out for another few more months because of the simulcast issues with Netflix and Japan. But let me know what you guys are thinking about it. Like I said earlier, let me know if you like these kind of videos, the news. I'm probably going to do one about SAO too, because it's coming out as well as prequel and My Hero. So if you're interested in those, stay tuned for those. And as always, I will see you swole bodies next time. Rah!